Match number 3 of the evening would see a loser leaves town tag team match between an Essex Rescue favourite in Johnny Royal with his tag team partner Kev D aka Roddy Codes, taking on the pairing of Michael Potts aka Parky and a fast rising Essex Rescue favourite in Preston Sage. This one had a sort of hardcore element to it. All 4 men would square up initially, and Parky and Preston Sage would slap their opponents, but this would just fire up Johnny Royal and Kev D, and they would hit the attack. At this point, Parky and Sage would head to the outside. They'd grab some baking trays. Royal and Kev D would try to do the dive but through the ropes, but the baking tray shots to the head would prevent them from doing so. And then at this point, Parky and Sage would grab some chairs, but unfortunately, Kev D and Johnny Royal would drop kick the chairs into Sage and Parky. At this point, all 4 men would fight on the outside with the action spilling out everywhere. Kev D would fire Parky into the steps. Preston Sage would hit a power slam in the ring for a near fall. Kev D would fire Parky into a table. Preston Sage would suplex Johnny Royal for another near fall. The bar staff would get involved as well, squirting Parky in the mouth or in the face with some soda, I believe. You'd see the Lego get involved, and Johnny Royal would hit a famouser on Sage into the Lego. You'd see at this point then Kev D and Johnny Royal would hit a double shattered dreams to Parky and Preston Sage. Ouch, that one had to hurt. Johnny Royal and Kev D would hit a 3D on Preston Sage into the Lego for a near fall. At this point, other cosplayers would get involved. We had the Sandman enter with his kendo stick. He'd attack Parky. Seth Rollins cosplayer, Liv Morgan cosplayer. You know, too many cosplayers, but whatever. At this point, Kev D would hit a crossroads on Parky to pick up the pinfall victory, whilst on the outside, Sage would hit a stunner on Royal through a table. That didn't break ever so kindly for either of those 2 men. Lots of action going on in this one. As I say, in my opinion, far too many cosplayers involved, but it is what it is. You know, they all got their spotlight, I guess. Yeah, the match besides that was actually very entertaining. You know, Parky and Preston Sage put up a great showing, and they fought very well. They worked very well as a tag team together, and you know, they can consider themselves unlucky to lose this one. Outside interference in a hardcore match, so not a lot you can do about it. But I do think potentially they may have came away with a pinfall of victory in this one had it not been for the outside interference from all the unnecessary cosplayers. Johnny Royal and Kev D, they worked very well as a tag team. You know, I do love seeing Johnny Royal in action, and Kev D actually held his own. You know, he may be a cosplayer, but if he wants to give a wrestling a go, you know, he certainly can hold his own. You know, he got the backup from his fellow cosplayers, but you know, Kev D was what it was all about, and he picked up the worthy victory for his team. If you ever get a chance to see any of these 4 individuals in action, I recommend that you do so for yourselves.